Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your favorite. It's not even Sunday. It's not Thursday. Your
Tuesday? Is today
favorite
Tuesday?
weird on a Tuesday stream, East Coast, with your favorite Floridian and favorite Canadian. Ah, I
It's
had
been a
that all
while.
worked out in my head and it didn't work. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to still Project Talk because we never came up with a name for this, but it's
Uh,
really an impromptu stream.
the caption on the top says, "Welcome to Bambu Labs A1 Mini unboxing in first print with a cat."
With a cat, yeah, the cat's gonna do all the unboxing. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm Glenn from Fun King 3D, and I'm with, as always,
James from Print and Play. This
James
guy.
from Print and Play.
I'm
I'm
not in the
very
studio.
I'm
Uh,
very discombobulated right now.
Full disclosure, I know the lighting here isn't great. The studio is absolutely ransacked, and my intent yesterday was to come home, get it cleaned up, and get it ready for the stream. And I'm still recovering from COVID, so I did 8 hours of work, then came home and crawled into bed with an order of chicken shawarma and watched cartoons until I fell asleep. Have you ever seen the show Invincible? It kind of feels like an animated version of The Boys. I don't know which one came first, Invincible or The Boys, but
Doesn't ring a bell.
it is a superhero cartoon that is very gory. Bo's very happy. He's purring away. I mean, he's not going to be happy if I keep doing this, but oh, look at all the
Oh,
people in chat.
Maker Viking has joined us. Builders Mark is here. Mitch 3D, Jerry Martin, Felipe is here.
I'm going
Running back. I guess that's everybody right now.
to quickly see if I can grab the stream link and tweet it out or X it out. X going to give it to you.
Exit out of the stream. Oh,
X
so
going to give it to you.
I'm kind of a fan of of urban exploration. Like when I first fell down that rabbit hole, it was way back in the days of really before the internet was what it is. So you could read stories about urban exploration. And
Mhm.
now, of course, there's all kinds of YouTube channels based on it. And I thoroughly enjoy seeing like when the people go into these different places and they're like, it's almost like the people just left and they just left all their stuff behind. Well, when I came into the studio tonight and went to set up, it was like I had just left. I just left all my stuff behind. The computer had shut off at some point, and it was off long enough that the CMOS battery was dead, and it forgot the date and time.
uh,
Like I didn't know where anything was. There's like I cleared this much area so I could sit here. There's crap everywhere here. Because I've done different little projects and stuff in here. You know, not obviously not video worthy, but you know,
I
uh,
mean, what do we do these days that's video worthy?
yeah. Well, me not so much, but you know, my twin on the Garage Channel.
Yeah.
I am very pleased to announce that recently Fun King Garage has broken 750 subscribers.
That's like 750.
I think it's 753 or 756.
Well, good for you.
Currently. So it is still growing. I haven't released anything lately because I've been all Christmas lights, Christmas lights, Christmas lights. But
I'm assuming you didn't, but did you see my Earth video?
I have not watched it.
No,
I've
that's
got
okay.
it. I've actually
You're
got it
in it.
queued. I just haven't watched it. I'm in it. I
Yeah,
would hope so.
it's a cute 4 minute long video that reminded 10 people that they wanted to unsubscribe from my channel. So, you know,
uh,
uh,
Mitch said,
well,
"Congrats on 750. You'll break even on episode 1000." Uh,
okay.
yeah,
Well, I think because we're kind of like not late. I think we did streaming from 7 to 9 before, right? That's what we were
I
doing
think
at
that
the
was
end.
pretty common. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think ordinarily I'd wait a little bit to see who's getting in, but I think we're gonna just jump into the unboxing and setup. Eddie
Yeah.
Moser's in chat, and he's the one that's been telling me how great this printer is and how it's going to solve all my problems. So
So if it doesn't, then you can blame him.
exactly. So
Well,
uh,
while you're doing that, I'm going to be working over here on my Prusa that decided to have a coronary fit, and I just realized that this bearing actually fell out, and I think I bent my Wookie.
I bet my Wookie.
The nozzle is pointing in a direction that it shouldn't be, so I got to get in there and find out what's going on. But I will uh, I will be watching the chat while I'm doing this.
That's good because I'm going to try my best to keep up with. Okay,
Well,
you don't.
I assume that was the only reason you invited me along on this mission.
No, that and you sound and look better than I do.
There's a thing inside of StreamYard it's a new feature, and it's supposed to, I forget the way it was worded, but like it enhances your look. And I
Oh,
turned it up to maximum, and it did nothing for this.
it's called. It just applies Vaseline to the lens.
It just made it all blurry.
Blurred lines. I can't sing anymore. That will get. Okay, so inside we have a piece of cardboard that says Bamboo Labs.
Do the thing, make me little, and then
Is it this one? No, is it?
that makes us even.
I don't remember. Is it this one?
Thomas said turns
There
the
we go.
lens off.
Okay, let's see what we got. We got some plastic, which is always nice. I always think, I need more. Bo, you don't need in here, buddy.
You gotta give him a task to do. He's trying to help.
Oh, look, there's a toolbox in here, which is perfect because I'm a tool and I needed a box. So we got our tool set. That's kind of nice.
Holy crap!
What?
All right, so I got out these lovely Bondhaus Allen keys. I love these things. Absolutely love them. They were like $15 on Amazon. Poured them out on the table.
Yeah.
In there is one of my Tecton screwdrivers that I've been looking for over a year. I thought I put it with some Christmas stuff by mistake last year, and I went through all the Christmas stuff this year and nothing, and here it is. That's awesome. Good find. Well, I guess this stream was worth it after all.
Just wait till we start breaking stuff. Okay, so also in here, I think these are the recoils for the I want to keep calling it the MMU, but it's not. It was the AMS.
I don't know.
Addy, what's it called?
I'm not a.
It is AMS. The AMS Lite.
I'm not a Bambu guy. I'm a Prusa supporter.
Uh-oh. Don't say that 2 more times. It's like saying Beetlejuice.
And then some tinfoil hat wearing dude will show up.
He all I said to him was, "What are you thankful for this year?" And I invoked his wrath.
Now, did you like aim that directly at him, or that was just a general question to the crowd?
No, that was directed right at him because Chris Riley had retweeted Printed Solid was doing a sale, and he put this long diatribe up about how Chris is part of the problem and how Printed Solid and Prusa, blah, 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 blah. And I thought, you know what? Why don't we see if we can get something positive out of this? So I said, but what are you thankful for this year? Because it was on Thanksgiving. And he called me a cheat, which I didn't fully understand. He said I'm a cheat. So
that's interesting. Like,
that's the we'll call it the head unit of the AMS, but I think it kind of looks like one of the Sentry probes from Portal.
I was thinking it kind of looked like one of those things that you hold on to for a zip line.
Oh, it's like the world's largest. What do you call it? Viewmaster? Yeah, all I see is beige.
I suddenly feel like I'm on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
That's a
the
good
bin of
show.
the bin of props.
Uh, I love whose line is it anyway?
Eddie Moser said, "Let's not pretend anything that dude says makes any sense." That is absolutely true.
Yeah, I went down the rabbit hole for 2 or 3 messages back and forth, and I said, you know what? So he wrote a very long full page of whatever, and I said I didn't read it. I just responded with, I'm not going to read your wall of self-victimizing text, but best of luck to you in the future. So, and I think he responded once more after that. I don't remember, but I've decided like no more replying. It's I don't know what I was trying to accomplish, but it's just better not to.
I don't know. He kind of reminds me of that developer Keith.
Oh, I remember him.
Keith
Although apparently
developer.
developer Keith is actually pretty decent in person.
Well, but I mean, he was always just out looking to get people. Like
Yeah,
he was just always out there to try to get a rise up. It's either Keith developer. One is a
I
one
think
is
it was
a
Keith developer.
one is a his account, and the other one was a was a spoof account. And I still don't know who is behind it, but it's funny.
Well, with all this packing material, I'm not going to be risking FOMO.
Not gonna be
Builder's Mark
risky.
says, James, you'll like this printer. Yes, but will I love it?
Yeah, and
I want to learn to love again.
is it gonna be good enough that James loves it so much that he encourages me to buy one?
I'll
So,
do that now.
I do wanna point out the fact that
Wait,
I
is this
mean,
printer fully assembled out of the box? Like there's nothing?
well, this will be a quick build. I just want to point out the fact that I'm not completely crazy for putting my screwdriver in with my bond house. I mean, they're really similar, and I'm sure I just scooped them up and threw them in there.
I can't wait to find out how much I regret throwing all that foam over towards the cat.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be all over the place.
Do not grab and remove before use.
Does anybody remember how to get a hot end out of one of these?
Is that a hot end in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
I don't really want to have to take this whole freaking thing apart, but I also
You have
can't.
to remove 4 screws, a zip tie, and connect Bowden tubes. That makes
This
sense.
doesn't have any Bowden tubes. What are you talking about?
But that doesn't make any sense, Eddie. That doesn't make a lick of sense.
Sean Butler has joined us. Hello, Sean.
Yeah, I guess I should pull out the instructions because I don't see where the screws are.
Soldier Mark said a hammer will work.
I'm probably gonna go ahead and put the extra filament holder on here, which I'm assuming clips on someplace. Should I be reading instructions, or is it funnier if I just go for it?
Nah, just go for it.
Just
No, don't do that, because then if it doesn't work right, everybody
Yeah.
will be like, it's because you didn't read the instructions.
Can I get this? Oh no, because it's gonna be around this cable. Almost.
I
At
will
least
tell you, I don't think that I ever did tell you, but I've actually had people reach out to me and tell me that they miss our streams. Like,
me too.
oh,
I had comments on. I did a little status update type thing, and somebody said, "Hey, what happened to your show with what
with
happened to
that
your show
bald
with
guy.
Glenn?" Yeah, old hairless Joe. I said, "Hey, old hairless Joe has a name. I don't remember it, but
I mean, the messed up part is we were together in person, and nobody truly got the benefit from it.
I had a couple of people while I was at the table ask if we were going to start up again. And I said, "Would you like that?" And they said yes. And I said, "Then no."
Then absolutely not.
I said I was fully keen to keep going. Glenn said, "Nope."
Well, it's just funny because, like, we talked about, taking a break, and then we were on a break, um, and then starting back up in the fall. But that's like my busiest time of year because of the Christmas stuff.
Yeah, I think it'll be probably like a New Year's restart, maybe. And
All
like you're
right,
saying, doing once or twice a month, not because it's not gonna be about like getting a ton of views now. It's gonna be about talking with everybody and
well, us talking to each other.
Well, I got an engine kit with mine.
Oh, I can help you out with engines. Um, I wanna pop back over to here because can you guys see that? That's I mean, I know James has me little, but my Wookiee is bent.
I bet my Wookie.
The heat sink is still straight up and down.
Do you want me to here? I'll pop you up. How do I do that? I don't know how to switch you to be the big one. Do
Well,
I
don't make
drag?
me the bigger. Just make it
There.
even for a second.
Well, no,
There you
I'll
go.
just do that for now because I gotta crack into the manual.
Well, on this camera, this camera, the I don't even remember how to use this software anymore. And then of course it updated right as I went to start streaming. Let me see if I can adjust the focus a little bit because the autofocus on this is garbage.
Now that Eddie mentions it, I do remember that I think during Joel's review of this, he was talking about how the limiter, the thing that holds the z-axis in place during shipping, is injection molded to the point where it looks like it's part of the printer, so it's not something that obviously needs to be removed right away.
Huh.
Oh, I lost something. Something fell out.
Yeah, the back plastic is where the filament holder goes to. You remove it, then install the clip that's in the parts box. Then it slides in. Mom and Dad once told me about taking a break. Project Talk, taking a break is like, it's not you, it's me. Maybe that's what we should call the stream. It's not you, it's me. 3D Medic Vince said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, they're still around. I got to see Vince at Earth. That was nice. Bent Revo sounds like a personal problem. Yeah, so I mean, can you guys see how that's kicked off to the side like that? And I don't like I touched this thing like for 5 seconds when I put it in there, so I don't really remember what
That whole phrase that you just said.
I touched
I
that
touched
thing
the
for
thing
5
for
seconds.
5 seconds when I
Hey,
put it in
listen,
there.
I can say whatever the I want to on this channel.
You know what? You want to say fuck? You go right ahead.
Nope.
I will call your bluff.
So like the whole heater, the heater is kicked off to the side and the nozzle is kicked off to the side. So I don't know how I'm going to get that out of there.
Have
Do I
you
just
have you have you
do I
checked
just
your butthole?
grab that thing with pliers? I mean, what damage can I do? It's already all bendied.
Okay. I did that.
Oh, oh no.
Tighten the 3 screws on the heat bed. Oh, there's another piece of foam under here.
If I have to go get an easy out to fix this, Sean Butler says, does Glenn even know how to cuss? I do. I just choose not to.
That's not true. I've heard you cuss.
I know,
You
but I
choose
still
not to.
choose not to.
I choose not to nearly 10% of the time.
Usually I have to get it like I have to force it out.
Oh, I guess there's
I'm
screws underneath I need to tighten.
I may have to buy a whole new Revo. All right, who's our in-house Revo expert that's in here tonight?
I think it's Yo Mama.
It is possible that I only bent the nozzle.
I feel like you probably only bent the nozzle.
But here's the thing. If I only bent the nozzle, I did a really fantastic job of bending it back. That's what scares me.
I'm sure it's gonna be fine. I can't imagine that having a little kink in the filament path is gonna cause any problems whatsoever.
No, but if the nozzle isn't where it's supposed to be,
Yeah.
then it's going to print weird.
I mean, as long as it's parallel to the bed and you redo your live Z adjust before you send it. Slide the purge wipe unit into X. Okay.
I'm going to have to look up a diagram on how this thing goes together because I don't remember. Again, I didn't mess with it. Like I got it, I put it in the printer and it's been printing. Oh, let me see if I can get caught up here. The heater core is probably fine. Oh wait, no, I gotta go back. Is it constipated? Nope, gotta go back even further. You guys gotta slow down. Eddie Moser said, I imagine it's like, gosh darn it to heck.
Hell damn fart.
James knows. James knows the truth. The problem with damaging a Revo is it's $25 a pop. That's true, but I mean, so is a good regular nozzle. Noozle.
Who you calling a regular nozzle?
Gosh darn poop. The heat core is probably fine. I'm pretty sure it's just the noozle. Don't reuse that noozle. Don't kink shame. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, no, it's definitely bent. So I don't know. For those of yous who are not familiar
Okay, I don't think that's the right screw.
with the Revo nozzle, I'm thinking it was bent right here in this little thin part.
Okay, it does kind of look slightly bent there still, I think.
Yeah, it's got.
It might be okay though. Because it's not soft there. So if it's slightly kinked but the filament passes through there, it might still be okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even heat it up to get the filament out. Look how much is all crammed all over that. I don't know. I don't know what happened because I wasn't here. That's the downside to the printers being out here is I set it to print and I go do whatever I'm doing. So no, I got the heater block and then there's a spring in there, but I'm assuming none of that matters, right? Somebody who knows?
Eddie Moser knows everything. And hey, if you're watching, don't forget to click the thumbs up.
Gosh
It makes me
darn it,
feel
he
emotionally
bent the
good.
freaking nozzle. Felipe said you guys to check out the Creality K1 Max. I got one, super nice. Yeah, I'm not really a big Creality fan anymore.
You lost all your creativity.
I
It'll be a while before I buy another printer. I'm out of space. I needed something that does multicolor. I got a buddy of mine that's sending me an MM2.5 MMU 2.5.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. He's probably got it sitting right next to his desk.
Yep.
And that's as far as it's made it.
I pre-ordered the upgrade kit to take it to the MMU3, which is the pictures of the Bambu that I put on Twitter. The upgrade kit sitting on top of them.
Sean Butler said, "I've been out of the game so long, I've not heard of that nozzle of the Revo. It's E3D's. I'm showing it to the camera, but I'm on the other camera. It's E3D's like latest version. I don't know. I should have just put a mosquito on here. I have a mosquito to put on the FK1. It just hasn't happened.
I think they've got foam insulation underneath the bed to keep it hot. That's nice.
I don't know. I'm going to put this back. Even though Mitch told me not to, I'm going to put this back in there. And see if I can get it to print. The main problem is it still has filament stuck in it, so. I mean, if all I did was, bent my Wookiee, then it should be fine. Oh, so guess who popped back up on the radar after a long time of hiatus? And I thought about inviting him to this stream.
Was it Walter?
No. Arduino Makes Thomas.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What's he been up to? Is he still fighting with his brother?
Yeah. Well, he's got to be 17 by now.
That's true.
He's about the same age as Xander. But no, all of a sudden there was an account, Thomas Ricks, that followed me on Twitter, and I'm like, I know that name. So I reached out to him. He says he's been out of 3D printing for a while, but he just got a Voron kit and was getting back into 3D printing.
Well, whoop-de-doo, Basil.
I just thought that was pretty amazing because, obviously he was in my circle for a long time of people that I stayed in contact with, and then he just kind of fell off the radar. And then you remember Bennett? I can't remember Bennett's Twitter
The name sounds familiar, right?
But he was in that same circle of young makers, and Xander was always in touch with Bennett, and so I would have Xander ask Bennett how Thomas was, and then Thomas just kind of disappeared. But
now he's back again.
Man, if that's really all that was just a bent noozle, and I didn't get to print what I needed. I wish that I could share my Christmas light show with you guys, but it would get James instantly demonetized.
Because of the music.
I've
probably done enough singing to get us demonetized now anyways, but.
So, because you got to be good at it. So.
I said shut up to your face.
Shut the f up.
Hey, go for it. I double dog dare you. Let everybody know how you talk in private. That's bad words.
I'm missing a screw, and I'm wondering if it's stuck to the magnets of the bed somewhere.
What's the matter, Bobo? He's having a little cry fit.
But yeah, this year, the Christmas light display, I ended up building a 4-foot by 16-foot matrix with 2,400 LED RGB pixels, smart pixels. So that
Why did you use dumb pixels?
Because then I couldn't do what I need to do. So I can scroll text, I can display pictures. You can technically play video on it, but the spacing on the pixels is 1.9 inches, so it's not super high resolution, but it's typically viewed from about 160 feet away, so it's pretty awesome. So Mitch said you're allowed one curse word per project talk. So actually, no.
The agreement on Glenn's channel
is
1 a year.
0 curse words ever. But
you allowed me to get away with 1 a year.
The Canadian, I don't know if it's getting away with it.
You forgive 1 a year because I wasn't I'm not going, oh, I've got 1 a year, I've got to use it. It's just.
Yeah. Oh, it's December 31st at 11:55. Well, farts.
Well, farts indeed. Okay, so we're just about done the assembly process here. If you can call it that.
I'm just about done rebuilding my Prusa, but I'm very curious if those bearings are going to dump back out of there. And you're right, it might be time to just reprint all the plastics for this and completely rebuild it. In yellow, of course. I'd have to get rid of the orange.
You yellow belly.
which I'm actually right now, I am out of Fun King 3D Yellow from IC3D.
Okay,
I think
I think this
that's.
is the
Oh
shorties.
no, I lied. I have this much. This is all I have left of my collection. So I'm gonna have to order some more. I
Okay.
need to figure out how to model and print some skis for stuffed penguins, not real penguins, like, stuffed animal penguins. My wife decorates our stair railing with cotton to look like snow and puts our penguins like they're skiing down the handrail every year. And every year we say, oh, it'd be so cute if they were on skis. Not good with that organic modeling stuff.
Me either.
I don't know where that screw went. I've lost my screws.
You're
I'm totally
screwed now.
screwed now.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Hey, did you watch the second season of Shoresy yet?
Not all of it.
Oh, it's so good. And it got renewed for a third season before they finished the second season.
Nice. No, I'm telling you, this is the worst time of year for me as far as free time goes.
It's the worst
And
possible
my
time of
job,
the year.
they expect me to keep doing stuff.
Inconsiderate.
No, I mean, the Christmas thing this year has been heavy because to be able to program the Matrix, to be able to do the sequencing for the Matrix, it took a different software package. But I didn't want to have to rewrite everything that I'd already done. So I had to figure out how to get the stuff out of the one software and convert it to the other. So I wrote a Python script, which unfortunately is incredibly slow at it. Now I'm working on rewriting it in C#, but
You keep saying to your friends, hey, you want to check out my Pythons?
now I call them my guns. Canadian cursing is cultural.
I ain't your friend, guy.
Sean Butler said that's why they don't let me on Project Talk. Every third word would be bleeped. I would sound like R2D2. You just have to be on James's channel. I don't know if you guys realize, but this is the first time that we've done a Project Talk on James's channel.
It's because I was about to lose monetization, so I'm hoping that the. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
this channel's doing fine. Monetization is not going to stick around on my other channel, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I got a notice like a month ago that I was going to lose it, and I thought I don't care.
So this thing has 2 ports for AMS. So does that mean that eventually you could hook up multiple AMSs? It's a rhetorical question because
Why I read, I think, is the way to pronounce that username. Like why I and then the color red. Awesome. I actually have a boxed A1 Mini and arms. I need to unbox. Yeah, unbox. AZ Cowboy 1 said, any word on an open AMS?
I haven't. Oh, I think why I read second response was talking about an AMS geared towards Clipper.
Frozen is working on an AMS geared towards Clipper, but no word yet on how or if it will work with all Clipper-based machines. And Mitch said, the Matrix, are you Neo? Yes, I am. I can't find that screw. I don't know where it went.
You saying you're screwless?
I don't see it stuck to any of the bed magnets. I mean, there's so many of them. I mean, it just holds the hot end cooling fan on. That's not a big deal. And I have a whole plethora of them upstairs in the old studio.
Now, I do remember Joel saying that the power cord on the thing is exceptionally short.
Wait. You watched somebody else's video about this before you did this? You're a copycat.
Yep. It's so close, but not going to make it.
I'm very concerned that that screw is going to end up somewhere that it shouldn't be, like in the control box or.
Have you checked your butthole?
uh,
Ugh. I just happen to have an old raggedy extension cord right here that's 50 feet long to give me the extra 4 inches I needed. Okay. I guess that's it. Um, okay, so then we're gonna find the power switch and then I think it's my. Oh, I see it. It's over here.
somebody find that screw for me.
Is this supposed to be on fire?
Is it supposed to be on fire?
Oh, I didn't know we were getting a party song. Although I think maybe I did know that we were getting a party song. Okay, so now I just need Eddie to go in and slice me a multicolor material model that would look good with orange and black.
Yeah, you should have built this thing around Halloween time.
I will. It says unleash my creativity, but I had to hit start. North America.
But what if your creativity is to hit start, but you can't because you haven't yet unleashed your creativity?
Ooh, this is cutting it close for a decent size for a touchscreen for typing on. You know what I mean?
Did it come with a stylus?
No, it came with a stylist, so like they fix your hair and stuff for you.
Nice.
So I'll just take yours for free.
My stylus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually going to try to get my hair cut for this stream, and it didn't happen.
These aren't numbered, are they? Yeah. Network connected. Downloading adult content. What? Okay. Guess we're 3D printing censored tonight.
Right.
The machine seems very solid, and it was easy to, let's say, get assembled. I'm gonna skip installing the Bambu Handy app. So yeah, it feels like a nice solid base. Eddie in chat has been using one for a little bit, and he says it's a good experience.
What is the other Bambu, the big one?
The was X1 Carbon.
Yeah, there was a guy on the Instagrams that he was showing off some of the prints that he made on that thing, and it was very impressive.
So it's doing its noise. Oh, apparently that needs to be closer than I had it.
Somebody have an extra screw I can borrow? I just realized that the one that's now missing, unless I put it in the wrong spot, is the one that holds on the wind mouth. And it's, if I remember right, a little longer than the rest of them.
We're doing the auto adjustment stuff.
Why I read, so what's your impression of the machine build itself, meaning the physical build, like quality?
Yeah. So we went through that.
Well, I don't listen to you when you talk.
I've noticed that.
Mark asked, what size is it? Oh, or maybe he was asking about the screw. I'll mail it to you. Well, I'm pretty sure it's an M3, and I think it's like a 20 millimeter long, but I really want to find it because, well, one, because it holds the wind mouth on, and two, because I don't want it to be somewhere that it's not, somewhere
I
that
need
it
a
shouldn't
third
be.
filament if I want to print a multicolored benchy, because it comes it looks like it comes with a pre-sliced 3-color benchy. And I have to see if my spools will actually stay on the spool holders.
I am very unhappy about this situation.
Here's a situation.
Why is it that I need to have a meltdown before something gets done? That's too long.
Okay, so the number 1 filament spool holders up top here.
And again, I know I have some upstairs. I just
There's...
Oh, I found it. I would love I don't think I can show you where it is. It is
Was it in your butthole?
It wasn't in my butthole. I have a zip tie wrapped around the frame to hold these extra wires because I haven't trimmed them to size yet, and it's actually wedged between that zip tie and the frame. And there it is. That's amazing. It would have fallen out later and caused my print to fail.
Your prints never fail. Come on now.
They don't fail very often, but they sure did this time.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Seems like when my prints fail, they fail epically.
Spectacularly.
Mm-hmm. I have a case of the dropsies. Scott McClellan has joined us. Hello, Scott. Glenn, what software are you using to control your light show? I haven't set any light show up for a couple of years, but was using X lights at the time. So I use Lightorama. I've been using Lightorama since 2016, but with the Matrix now, this year, I started with X lights. And when I say this year, I mean like 2 weeks ago. And the show went live on Friday night. So it's very new to me. But the issues that I ran into is X lights allows you to export out to a Lightorama format, but it's the old Lightorama format. And then there's some weirdness going on where the Matrix, every other line is backwards coming out of X lights. So I wrote a script to convert all that and rename it and add in the proper like device type and universe and stuff so that it knows where to Lightorama. So, but it's
I did in fact already download and install the Bambu Lab slicer.
you have to use a different slicer?
Yeah, it's apparently quite similar to Prusa slicer.
Download and set the Bambu Lab slicer. It's similar to Prusa slicer. Did I just say that? Did you red pill or blue pill the Matrix? I'm gonna have to post some images of it because it's glorious. It's absolutely glorious. I had built one back a couple years ago, just out of the panels, the little panels, but you couldn't see it where I had it, and I couldn't put it closer to the road because I couldn't get Wi-Fi to it, and so I gave up on it. So this time I just made one that everybody could see from space. Well, it's back together.
Now it's time to see if it'll print.
I was kind of hoping I'd be printing before you, but
I still have to go get another roll of filament to make this work, so.
well, you want some? You got some Jesse PLA there.
I have Jesse PLA loaded on two of the four spool holder thingamajigs.
Play the Matrix on the Matrix. I could actually, like just in testing, I played the video of last year's light show on the Matrix, and I thought, I don't have to put lights up anymore. I can just put up the Matrix and play the light show video from last year. It'll save me so many hours.
It's now doing a 4-minute vibration test. While it's finishing the testing, I'm going to go upstairs and get another roll of filament. So, entertain the troops.
Oh, I was just about to turn my back on the camera.
Tell them that story you told me about the explosive diarrhea.
I was going to save that for the end.
It is the end.
Ha ha ha!
Haha, poop.
Poop jokes.
A woohoo.
I am going to. I took my Stream Deck from here and took it to my upstairs computer because I use it for playing video games now. So I can't switch cameras quickly. And of course, James left me on little, but this area back here is just full. This is where the Prusa sits, and it's just full of mess from the crash.
I guess we're getting Jesse Premium PLA Golden Winner.
That sounds terrible. Who'd ever use that Jesse PLA stuff? You're not one of those.
I'm a Jesse apologist.
Hey, I have another roll of Fun King 3D Yellow VTG that I didn't even know I had. Yay me!
Don't forget to dry it.
It's in a bag. It's in a bag.
Don't forget to dry it.
Yeah, so that whole situation was so violent that it broke the little band that was on the Revo nozzle. Yeah, I think it's time to freshen this bad boy up.
I hate it when you talk like that.
I got strings coming out of the belts. I got to say, when it comes to my makerspace, I'm sure a slob. So my wife wants this space, the studio. She wants to make it her space. I was going to say she shed, but it's not a shed. She's like, I should have that space. And I'm like, but it's my space. And I said, I will share it with you. I'll keep the studio half and you can have the other half. And she said, nope, it's too messy.
It's time for you to move out, Glenn.
I think that's what she's working on. She's up in Atlanta right now. Up doing the Lord's work. They're packing shoe boxes that go to disadvantaged kids around the world. Kids who don't get toys. So we give them just a little bit of toys just to rub it in that we have them all the time. All right, I'm going to put that bad boy back over here, heat it up, get that filament out of the nozzle, and then I guess I will run it through all of its normal checks.
Okay, let's see.
Hey, so I bought one of those. I have some of the older Wise cameras, and I bought a new one, the OG, the Wise OG cameras. Those are really nice, and it was like $16 on Cyber Monday or Black Friday weekend or month or whatever it was. What it can't do though is I can't tie it in here. Because if I could pull it into OBS, then I could show you guys like a live stream of my light show.
I have 3 rolls of filament semi-loaded.
I have 1 instance of Octoprint loaded.
I haven't put the build plate on yet.
Well, that's kind of needed. I haven't put mine on either. Yeah, so being that my wife is in Atlanta this week, I said to her, I said, "Well, you're going to be right near a micro center. I would like for you to go get me a Raspberry Pi." So I'm sending her in to get me a Pi W and a Pi 4. The 5s are coming out, and I'm just getting my first 4. Mike said my Jesse PLA is so old that it's on plastic spool still. Man, I got probably 50 rolls in my closet.
Hey Eddie, do I just hit print? Like it looks like bed leveling and dynamic flow controller are enabled because they're in green, but I want to make sure I'm not supposed to be doing anything else. My instruction manual got taped shut. As much as I'd like to just send it, I waited for a while for the stuff to come in, so I'd rather not.
Mike asked, "Can I turn on the light on the OG? Like tap a button to activate it rather than the light being triggered by motion only?" I don't know. I'll have to try that. I just got it yesterday.
It looks like I just send it. Send it. It says preparing.
Builder's Mark asks, "Are you getting a Pi 5? They're not out yet, are they?
I have a Pi 5.
Do you?
Yep. I pre-ordered it the day they announced it, and it came in, I think, last week. Because I want to make sure my cases will fit it when I'm done.
Yeah, but I mean, are they like available for general consumption now?
They're supposed to be.
So should I be telling her to get me a Pi 5?
Yes. Well, I can't. What are you running on it? Sorry.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because not everything runs on the Pi 5 yet, but I think it'd be okay.
So I use Pis for my printers, and now that I'm down to 2 that need it, I have 1 extra one. But I stole the one off my other matrix display that I was building to turn it into a Pi hole.
Did you open your Pi hole or did you shut your Pi hole?
Oh, I shut the Pi hole. You got to keep your Pi hole closed. Felipe said they had a few of them the first week. Micro Center is out of 5. It's the Marietta store. It's where she's near. But anyway, I wanted to have another one because I'd like to put that other matrix back together and do stuff with it. How is the prices on the Pi 5 compared to a Pi 4? Because that's another consideration.
I think I paid $85 Canadian for mine.
And how much RAM is on that one?
I think it's the 4 gig one.
Yeah, I have her getting me the 4 gig Pi 4, and I think it's only like $55. So I'll stick with that. It's fine. I don't always have to have the latest and greatest of everything.
Yes, you do. You married it. It doesn't sound right, but like you understand the meaning. Like
Yes.
You married the latest and greatest. I guess married her would still be fine. You married her.
Be easy on that latest thing. Like,
I mean, in the grand scheme of the universe, whether you think Earth's 5,000 years old or whatever millions or billions of years old, that's still she's still new compared to the rest of the world.
I reckon that is true.
The bed's taken a while to heat up.
There's my front yard. It's not, the show's not running right now though, so you don't get the fancy.
See if I lost any more subscribers since we started live streaming.
What happened?
I was checking to see if we lost any subscribers after I started live streaming.
People are like, "Oh yeah, that guy. I meant to unsubscribe from him."
Legitimately. Too legitimately to quit me. The other thing I don't know is because I loaded the filament in and it didn't load it all the way to the end. Each tube is full about halfway. So I don't know if I'm assuming it's got a filament sensor to say, hey, like, the filament's reached the end, but I don't think I turned on time lapse.
Oh, I got sidetracked. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I got an important announcement.
Look at it probe that bed.
We need to talk about funding.
We need to talk about what?
Funding.
Fund King? I know you said
Funding.
funding. I knew what
Apparently,
you meant.
Fusel is broke.
Oh.
That's the downside to doing any type of like free software. People use it and they don't support. Operational.
Nozzle's at 188 degrees. 195. Overall impressions at the beginning of this, though, are quite positive. I think this Benchy is going to look ugly as all sin because it's orange, black, and gold, but
Hey, whatever.
the filament has run out. Please load new filament in the filament page.
Yeah, that's all it can use. Now, what were people saying as far as, because I am a little bit out of touch, as far as the Bambu requiring like certain brand of filament? Or do I have that wrong?
The filament holders are a little specific about what they can handle.
Oh, so it's not like the rolls have a microchip in them or that kind of stuff. It's just whether or not they stay on the spool.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark sent me a message, but it's so long I have to read it on the computer. Well, I say to you, good sir, you are very welcome. I'm glad that worked out for you. I mean, technically, you're still a moderator in my streams. I don't know. James and I are going to get back to doing this, if for no other reason than just for us to keep caught up. You know, it's hard when you live a long way away, but it's even worse when you live, across that border with the huge mountain and stuff.
Guys, it's making poop.
It's making poop.
Okay, so the one thing is it's got what's been dubbed a poop flinger. So it purges filament out the side, and then it's got this little device that sends it flying. So you want to put a container on the side because it leaves. Let's see. I think I can turn on the other camera now too. I had a second camera set up so we can like.
Does it
watch.
come out molten?
See, this is one of the poops.
But it's dried when it comes out.
Like eventually.
It's
Ooh,
not.
Look at it go.
It's not molten, is it?
It is purging. It is pushing molten plastic out into this little container, and then it sends it flying.
Wow.
I'm just wondering what I can put this on to give you guys a view of what's happening, but I think that'll probably.
Oh, I'm probably going to butcher your username, but Oljobo said, yes, the Bambu filament rolls have a chip. It's not a must, but then the printer can identify. Oh, so like if you use the chipped filament, it will automatically know like settings for that filament then? Which that's actually kind of a cool thought. But I mean, you could also do that with a QR code or 2 seconds of punching it. I pretty much print. I have two settings. It's either PETG or it's PLA. That's it. There's no fine tweaking with me.
Well, we're doing our first print.
Oh, Mark, that's because we're on James's channel. This isn't my channel. That's why.
What? I didn't see the message. What did he say?
No, he sent it to me privately. He thought I had taken away his moderator rights.
I've. It's been so long since I've live streamed. Nobody has any rights on my channel.
Yeah, no. I don't want him to think that I'm the bad guy.
You are the bad guy,
I am a bad guy.
and you'll never be
I'm
royal.
a bad guy with a dirty mouth.
Dirty, dirty mind.
But I ate some Orbit and cleaned it right up.
Fabulous. Hello,
Stephen
Stephen Poole.
Poole has joined us. I haven't been doing a very good job watching the chat. I'm easily distracted, and then like there's a lot going on right now. Cut me some slack.
It is a very fast printer. It is 27% of the way through the Benchy with 20 minutes remaining. It has input shaping on it.
Oh, it's gonna make me want to buy a new printer. So there's two things that really just rub me about 3D printing. A lot of people are like, "Oh, the machine never works." Well, that's not true. If you have a good quality machine and you maintain it, the machines work. That's not my problem. My problem is I hate having to change filament. Like if I need a different color, it's like, forget it. I'm not printing anything. And then the other thing is that it just takes so long.
I goofed a little. I put the wrong roll of filament in the wrong spot. Let's see if I can just.
That thing is fast.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's printing a multicolor Benchy in 25 minutes.
Wow. High-speed crap sitting around your house.
What's that?
You'll have more high-speed crap sitting around your house.
All the high-speed creps.
So this
and the thing is, after Christmas, they start selling the printer without the multicolor thing for like $269.
Yeah, but if you're gonna get it, why wouldn't you get the multi?
Well, it depends on if that's of use to you. There's people out there that wouldn't get any use out of the multicolor.
Well, not even so much the multicolor, but if you use it for support material,
that is true. I am looking forward to being able to do an interface layer of dissolvable filament. Although I will say that my Prusa Mini, the support stuff on it has been so clean that like you can barely tell where the supports were.
Does anybody have tips or ideas? I guess if I just print some PL or some PETG over the top of it. So when it crashed, it mashed PETG into the bed on the sheet.
Eddie, can you put the AMS behind it? I haven't tried yet because the instructions said not to, or said to put it beside it. But are the cord lengths good and stuff like that for it?
What does the cord look like on that?
For the AMS?
Can you get extensions? I guess is my question.
I mean, it's a little 4-pin connector. I don't think it's necessarily proprietary.
So just like a JST connector?
Not exactly, but.
Can you show us the darn connector?
I can't show you the connector without disconnecting it, which would leave things non-functional.
That'd be fun. Is it just one? Is it one cord that runs to it, or is it multi?
Yeah, it's one small little thin cord, and then I think I don't know if there's 2 or 4 motors total. I got the impression that there's 2 motors, and it can like toggle between which one it's spinning on. But so there's little weak DC motors in here that load the filament up to the extruder here, and handle the back off. Yeah, PLA doesn't like to stick to PETG. That would work as an okay cheap interface layer. Look at it go.
Well, I never thought about that. That's a good idea.
Now, it hasn't gotten to its first color change yet, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, and then the Bowden tubes that run from the multi-material over to the to the print head. There's one for each spool, obviously, right? It does the mixing in the print head.
Yeah, yeah. There's here, I can do this real quick.
Do those Bowden tubes, like, do those have to be a specific length?
Yes. Well, so I don't think so because you just load the filament up to the white connector on the top here, which you can't see because I put the thing back down. But they do have to be a minimum length because otherwise it'll yank the thing over.
Well, that makes sense because it's got to feed in and out and move
Yeah.
around, but where it's doing all of the processing in the print head, in the
Yeah.
on the printer itself.
It only backs it off a little bit, so I don't think the length of the Bowden tube matters because it just backs out into the little connector on the top.
So
So whether
then
it's coming from,
what is
go ahead,
the cable that runs from it to the multi, what is it,
AMS,
AMS?
AWS,
I don't
AWS.
I want to call it the right thing. What's in that unit that requires the cord?
There's motors in the actual unit, and that's what gets the filament from the AMS spool holder to the mixing tube.
Oh, so it's pushing. It's not pulling the filament at the hot end.
No, it pushes it to the hot end, which has the extruder motor in it, but
Oh, okay.
it's non-extruder motors. It's like non-NEMA 17 motors in the top of the unit.
Interesting.
AMS is the thing, by the way. I don't know why I keep going AWS, but
Well, because you're thinking about Amazon's hosting service.
yep.
I mean, it looks like the build quality on it is good. I mean,
It's
linear
all linear
rails.
rails. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all linear rails. Yeah.
It seems quiet.
It is very quiet. Here, I'll put the mic right next to it. The fan's the loudest part.
Yeah, it sounds like just the air coming out of the wind mouth is what's noisy.
Yeah, it sounds like it's ready to take off. It sounds like it's ready to take off, you hoser.
170, huh?
It's got a little spinny thing here to show you, hey, the filament the filament extruder's spinning.
170 by 170 by 170 is what you said, right?
Yep.
I guess I could have said 170 cubed. It would have sounded more technical.
You nerd. I'm pretty sure I picked the 3-color one. I don't know when it starts doing color swapping.
It would just be the smokestack. Mark said, mount the arms on the wall above it. That would be even if you had to build. Oh no, because it's got motors in it. I was going to say even if you had to build your own spool holder, but if it's got motors in it. But yeah, if you could mount it, even if you built like a shelf or got a lack table from IKEA. You guys have those in Canada?
We do.
And then put it.
But we call them IKEA.
IKEA. IKEA.
IKEA. I want to see it do a color change. Obviously, it's the one with the multicolor. It's printing a purge tower next to the boat.
No, that's the lifeboat for when the people have to jump off. All right, bed timed out. All right, I guess I'm going to load up some filament. I just don't know what. I got to find some filament that I can waste.
So when we get to doing the color swap, do you see on the far left side of the screen, there's like a little black bracket that's hanging off of a gray bracket that's hanging off the end of the X arm?
If you're asking me, I can't. I'm around the corner, but. I am absolutely running low on PETG. This is ridiculous.
Oh, Stephen Poole corrected us. It's 180 by 180 by 180.
It's 180?
Yeah. I apologize for giving incorrect information.
Yeah, I am absolutely starting to run low on PETG, and I have so much filament over there. I wonder if I have just a sample in one of these here maker boxes. Oh, how's that for messed up? I've never opened this maker box.
Save it. It might be worth something one day.
Oh, some TPU. Oh, here's some PETG. Light blue from Fulament. Yeah, I'm going to print this a little hotter than what they want, but
It says it has 8 minutes left, but we'll see.
but it hasn't changed colors yet.
No, and I think it should. Yeah, no, it's printing a single color. Why is it doing that? Because definitely the trim around the boat is supposed to be a different color. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. "3D Benchy 3 color."
I installed that plugin in my Octoprint that if I don't, because again, I'm easily distracted, if I don't get to the printer after a certain amount of time, it shuts down, like it cools off, so I don't burn my house down. But then I get sidetracked and it shuts off. You know what I didn't do is I didn't pull up the chat in YouTube like I used to do, which made it way easier to read.
Okay, so 3D Benchy 3 color. Use AMS. Then there's another one that says 3D Benchy 3 color. Let's try that one.
Eddie said on that on that size, that extra 10 millimeters each way matters. I laugh because I can relate to that. That was a penis joke if you didn't get it.
Quit dicking around. What did I do wrong?
Man, I am absolutely stoked that I found my screwdriver. I thought I was going to have to buy a new one. I have looked everywhere for that. Apparently not everywhere. I didn't look in this bag because that's where it was.
My wife is currently out of town, so I'm just keeping an eye on our stuff in case she needs anything. We've definitely had credit cards get locked and stuff while traveling, so.
Yeah.
Where did that bit of a benchy go? I don't see it. Gone forever. Eddie, what did I do wrong? Did you print the multicolored benchy that came on the pre-sliced on the card?
I mean, good God. We have technology all around us. Somebody email this guy a model, will you?
Like, there's ones pre-sliced on it. I just want to know if
Yeah, I know.
if Eddie tried them. I've got filament 1, 2, and 3 loaded. They show the little white arrow saying, "Hey, you've got filament loaded. Good job." Now it's sitting on bed leveling. It's at 60 degrees, but it's not doing anything.
60 degrees, that's a pretty harsh angle for your bed. What does that use for leveling? Is it like a pin to probe?
No, it uses the actual nozzle. It has a little scrubby thing. It takes off the excess and then touches the bed. You're about to see it happen. Watch.
Yeah.
There's a little rubber pad on the side. It'll go and touch.
So it doesn't actually touch the bed.
No, it does. XY mech mode sweep. I don't know what that means, but
Oh, I was going to run that through its tests before I did this.
it's got a built-in flashlight though. So look at that.
That's pretty neat. Mainly for a guy like me with old eyeballs. Oh, well, I never loaded the film.
You know, I'm not an expert on 3D printing, but
And I did that live on YouTube. All of a sudden, there was no bird strip. Go, baby, go! Pull it in there. It's all right. I'm not actually printing anything. I'm just printing a flat, so it'll stick to the crap that's stuck to the bed, and I can clean it off. I have more magnetic sheets. I just flex sheets.
very attractive.
Whatever.
Now it's pooping. It's gonna poop.
And then that's when it like flings it.
Yeah.
Is it because is there a wiper there?
Yeah, it kind of like brushes the nozzle off.
Ah, so that makes
I
sense
think.
why it's ricocheting out of there then.
Sends it flying.
The filament still hasn't reached the nozzle. Oopsies. I suppose I could do a filament change.
Okay, here we go. Watch it poop. Can you see it? Not really, eh? Okay, we'll just watch what it does.
Well, I see it.
Yeah, and then so it's calibrating extrusion flow, so it's monitoring how filament's going through it right now to give more accurate extrusion.
Interesting.
Hopefully it's just about done because the poop container is just about full.
Yeah, that's a big poop.
Oh, here we go. It's gonna fling it.
It's not a very big container.
Ready? Did you see it?
It was like a magic trick.
Yeah. I better get my multicolored benchy this time or I'm gonna be real upset.
Yeah, I definitely need to run through calibration on this. In fact, I'm going to stop this.
I'll go ahead and the rubber grip on my camera is starting to wear out, so it just starts spinning under vibrations and stuff. Oh, it did something. I'm just gonna take a quick look at the instruction manual. Sorry about that. Still got a little bit of the cough.
Yeah, the worst for me was the fatigue. Like it just hung in there. Yeah, I think I've ruined this sheet. And I don't think I have a new one down here. I think they're still upstairs.
No, it says there's a thing that I'm supposed to do that's AMS mapping to say which filaments it's supposed to use for what, so that might be the problem.
Yeah, but it didn't even try to switch. It was only using one color.
Maybe if you don't calibrate which color's on what, it just doesn't try to swap.
Well, that could be, yeah. All right, we're going to try the other side of this sheet. Load up some PLA. Ooh, this stuff's brittle. It has sat out in the humidity for too long. Mike said, flip the sheet. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the sheet when I did the toys for Tots through IC3D back a couple years ago when it was the robot. I printed so many of them that it just, and I didn't move them. I printed them in the same spot over and over and over again. It destroyed this side of the sheet, but I think it's better than the other side of the sheet.
I'm tempted to stop this and go in and configure the color settings, but
Well, yes, we need to see a proper
multicolor.
multicolor.
I'm just curious if it's going to work after all, though. So I'm just waiting for it to get to the point where it's printing part of the railing and see if it works.
All right, I'm running through the calibration all over again because I don't think that nozzle's in the same spot where it used to be.
Look at it go.
I just can't get over how fast that thing is.
It is pretty quick. And its bigger brothers are even faster.
But they're also more expensive.
Yes. I think you can buy like 3 of these for the price of one of the other ones. Actually, that's a lie. I think they have one that's like $7.99.
The P1S is $6.99 US.
Oh, there we go.
The P1 P3D is currently on sale for $5.99 US. The A1 Mini, isn't that what you have?
Yeah.
From $299 US. Yeah, the X1 Carbon is 1,449 US. That's with the multi. Without it, it's 1199.
I'm pretty sure we're on the railing at this point, and it hasn't done a color swap.
That printer's junk. Throw it away.
Send it to Florida.
Send it to me, and I will dispose of it for you.
So I'm gonna go for another minute or so, and then how's everybody in chat doing? I've been a little quiet. You've been a little quiet.
Well, chat got quiet because you can't seem to do a multicolor print. Gosh.
I'm a failure.
One job. One job.
Yeah, it's done the railing on the back and it hasn't changed color. So let's go ahead and stop this. Let's go to filament. Let's go to AMS. Let's go to roll number 1 and we'll do edit. Generic PLA color is, let's say red. Okay. Number 2. Edit. And that one is black. Okay. And then roll number 3. And it is yellow, goldish. Okay, so if we hit load.
You have to tell it what color it is? Why would it matter?
I don't know if there's an optical sensor or if it's so it can like just it knows which colors are going where, but
like I mean you should just like it should say this section is color 1 and you say no, I want that to be color 3 instead. Okay. You walked all the way out here for that? You're such a goober. I know. All right.
okay, I've asked it to load the black filament. We'll see what happens there. But like there's little lights on the top here where I'm tapping in the little picture that show that filament 1, 2, and 3 are loaded and filament 4 is not loaded.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm tired. It's past my bedtime.
That is true. Go ahead and pull the sheet off. How's that benchy look, though? That's the real question. Smooth. See if it'll focus. Come on. Focus here. Focus here. Come on. What if I do it like this? Okay, well, I guess you're just going to take my word for it that it's quite smooth.
I love these companies that are like Black Friday month, Black Friday week, Black Friday. Oh, Cyber Monday, Cyber Week, and it's all the same sale. It's like, listen, if I didn't buy your stuff a month ago, I'm not going to buy it now.
A month ago, and it was the same price that you're saying it is now, but on sale.
Right. Well, no, it's been the same through the whole month. God, that thing's taking forever to cool down. What's your weather like up there?
Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
Is it frightful?
We're down below freezing.
Are you really?
Yeah. Okay, so that one loaded. How about we go here? We do a load. I just want to make sure it knows that all of them are loaded. It flicked me out a orange to black transition. You see that?
Oh yeah, you got a multicolored booger.
Poop. It's a poop.
Oh, a poop.
The poopy. I'll spread my wings and then I'll learn to cry.
I'm waiting for this bearing to fall out of there again.
We recommend using similar colors to match the preset. Otherwise, the flush setting might be compromised.
Well, that makes sense. Like if they use all light colors and you're using black and white.
Yeah, you need a little more purge.
Yeah.
The spool holder, each of the spools is also spring loaded, so when it backs it off, the spring pulls it back towards it a little bit. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
They have a recoil.
Mike said they got a heavy dusting of snow today, teasing us of what may be coming. Well, it's a
Maybe coming.
it's
Look at the failed to feed the filament into the tool head. Please check to see whether or not the filament is stuck. After troubleshooting, try. Which one were we loading? Gold? Yes.
it is a balmy 43 degrees here.
Let's try retry.
It's pretty cold for Florida.
Okay. It does not want to load my gold filament. Maybe too much of a whatchamacallit on the end there. So let's go ahead and retry reloading. See if that
X is okay, Y is okay, Z is okay, bed is okay, and it's testing the hot end. Oh, it's gonna make me want to put a piece of paper down, isn't it? I don't got no paper out here. I will run XYZ calibration now. It will take approximately 12 minutes.
purging old filament. Those layer lines on this benchy look real even.
Are they really?
Yeah. Okay, it's now showing all 3 filaments are loaded. Let's go back. Let's go print files.
Is there any ringing in the print at all?
Not that I can see, but we haven't really hit a spot where there'd be a lot of visible ringing. You know what I mean?
Usually on the front of the hull.
Well, I don't see any on the front of the hull. It is also sparkle filament, so it is a little forgiving.
Yeah, but that's still really encouraging. Hey, you guys remember that time when I was building that Lightorama controller? I've never finished that.
Okay, so this time it came up and asked me to confirm the colors when I selected the multicolor. But it kind of looks like it's just printing the bottom in one color, then the middle section in another color, and then the top section in another color, versus the painted part.
It's fine
Bob
as long as
Carnes has joined chat
it's fine as long as it comes out multicolor.
just to
Hey,
prove that it
Bob.
works.
Hey, so funny story. Good, now I don't have to tell it. So I met Bob in person the first time at Earth this year.
Me too.
I thought he was an old dude. I don't mean that I thought he was an old dude when I was at Earth. I mean I thought he was an old dude before I got to Earth. He's like, I'm Bob Carnes. I'm like, what? Wait.
No, you're not.
Wait. It broke my brain for a minute.
This is the Bambu Labs filament swatches. I don't know what that is. Well, I mean, I know what a swatch is. I don't know how they've presented it here. Oh, well, that's cool. It's literally just color swatches for the
Oh, that's
Bambu
nice.
Lab filaments.
Yeah, they did that with MakerBox sent out one time. Can't remember the brand, but I have those hanging on my pegboard upstairs. I thought that was a really cool thing to do. Eddie asked if the filament's brittle.
No. In this case, it just the gold color. There was like a swell at the end of it. I don't know what we call that now, but the end was too bulbous to fit. No jokes.
I was about to too.
Because it's my channel, so it doesn't matter.
I was
Okay,
gonna,
you can make a joke.
I was gonna say they refer to that as the purple helmet.
Focus. Do it. Do it.
You got to put your hand behind it like that.
Or do I? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not even a lot of infill in that thing either. Like,
There you go.
that's pretty clean. How's the letters on the bottom?
It says CT3D.xyz. I mean, it's not focusing, but you get the idea.
But I mean, is it clean?
There.
Oh yeah, holy cow.
XY mech mode sweep. Bum, 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 bum. I watched Rocky Balboa again this week. The sixth movie.
Yeah.
Still, I don't know why I get such a kick out of like people coming back to their character like one last time. Balboa, that's Rocky. That movie's about him being past his prime and getting a chance to fight the current heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah.
And what I appreciate about it, spoiler alert, it's from 2006 though, so if you haven't seen it, I take no blame for it. Part of what they do to make it kind of believable is there's a part at the first or second round where the heavyweight champion of the world breaks his hand. So then he's kind of fighting one-handed for a bit while they give him something, but it takes some time for the hand to numb up for him to be able to punch with it again. So he's
Okay.
kind of like keeping the broken hand back and trying to defend with one hand. It's like, okay, you know, even at that age, Rocky could probably take down a single-handed boxer. But
Did you see the Expendables 4?
I watched the first 5 minutes of it or so. But
That's about all it's worth.
would you say it was expendable?
So I'm a fan of the Expendable movies.
Me too. I loved the first three.
The first one, oh my god, I never laughed so hard at an action film. But I mean, they all definitely had good moments. This one felt too forced. Like it
And then
just
they're supposed to be doing. I think it's been canceled though because this one lost money. They're supposed to be doing the Expendables, which is all-female cast one.
oh really?
And I think this one was meant to introduce some of the characters that would be in that one.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, no, that was just if you haven't seen it, don't bother. No, I won't say that. I mean, if you can see it for free, it's fine.
Oh, Eddie said, "Pull it out. It's on a rope." Did I miss something?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm kind of scared. Okay, well, it's printing in gold right now.
Well, that's different. God, that thing is fast.
I
mean,
thought it would switch back to
It
orange,
looks.
which was loaded into color 1, but
I mean, that thing is so jittery fast. It looks like it's freaking out.
I mean, it is freaking out.
I'm freaking out, man. You
Game
are
over,
freaking
man.
out, man.
Yeah, I pulled it back out, clipped off the end, and then refed it. Now it's loaded successfully. But it started printing with roll 3 instead of roll 1 at the beginning here, so
It's good that the passages are super tight right before the hot end.
not family friendly channel.
That's why I can get away with it.
I just want to see it do a color change.
You didn't happen to catch when Chris Riley's live stream, his Patreon live stream is there?
I did not catch. I saw that he posted saying that there's going to be one this week.
Well, I think that an email had come out just earlier. 11:30, 23 at 6:30 p.m. Central Time.
Okay, so a few days.
I figured for sure he would stream at the same time we were because
Why wouldn't he?
he likes to ruin us.
It's true.
He's always out to get us.
I know any issues I'm having with filament changes are due to my own incompetence. I will say that.
Well, I don't know if it's an incompetence. This is a brand new piece of machinery. Mike said I'll be there. I have a hard time watching Chris Riley stream because
He's so much more successful.
well, that and I mean he's such a handsome guy, but no, like he'll say something on the stream and I'll verbally answer him.
Because you're used to being streaming with him.
Because we streamed together for so long. That's my wife texting me. This is just a riveting stream.
It is.
Oh. Oh. And he said the Swatches, you turd. So apparently the Swatches are on a rope.
Oh,
You guys got to understand there's a delay between when we say stuff and it gets to you. So by the time that you respond back, and then there's a delay before we read it, things are long gone by then. That's pretty funny.
let's see.
Soap on a rope.
Oh, it's doing a filament change.
How exciting. It's got to make a new poop. What are we going from, gold to what?
I don't. Black, it looks like.
So I guess that is why you have to tell it what color it is, huh?
Can you imagine if these weren't on a rope? Because I just knocked. I don't know if you saw that, but I just like knocked them to get them to come out of the thing. Can you imagine if those hadn't been on a rope?
Never get them back in proper order. Mad Mike has joined us. Better late than never. Gosh.
Okay, well, because it's my channel, I can say funny. Actually, you know what? Maybe I won't make that joke here.
No, you still got to be somewhat.
I don't have to do anything.
Yes, you do. You're Canadian.
You're not the boss of me now,
Let me
and
tell
you're.
you. Let me just tell you. I still play a lot of Red Dead.
That's your gift and your curse.
It is. But some of the most toxic people in Red Dead Online
Are Canadian.
are Canadian.
It's because it's a place to let us get out our frustrations. We never have to say sorry in Red Dead.
And it's so funny because like they'll be toxic and I'll say to them, "Wow, that's quite the mouth for a Canadian." And then of course they're always like, "Oh, you know where I live."
Eh?
Uh,
Okay, so it in fact did do a filament swap. You can see that it's now, but it's not doing the detail work on the 3D benchy. It's literally just a benchy that's sliced into 3 different colors at height.
well, yeah, I'm sure that they didn't put a lot of effort into it.
We'll see if it makes it through its 3rd filament swap.
Is it going to make it through before 9 o'clock? Because I got to go put my kid to bed at 9. I mean, I guess you can continue to stream.
I probably will cut out at 9 o'clock as well. I need to go into work early tomorrow.
Stupid work.
Paying for all the things I like.
Like 3D printers.
And 4D printers. Because I can smell that PLA. We'll just let this one run. It's got 14 minutes left. Can you be 4 minutes late tucking in your kid?
Yeah. He promised me he'd go to bed on his own, but he's also ADD, so he
I'm going
might
to put
find
this benchy on for the ride.
He might find something shiny between the TV and his bed.
Do you see the half benchy I tossed on there? Watch.
Yeah, except for now you're going to screw up the print and it'll all be for naught.
No, it's above height now. It's fine.
It's going to be slipping around. It's going to knock the other one off the print bed.
It keeps just batting it. Oh, the screen went dead. Is that a power saving thing? It is a power.
Well, yeah, that size of a screen's got to be consuming some serious electricities. God, this printer seems so inferior now, how slow it is.
Yeah, can your printer put out a benchy in less than a half hour?
I don't think I can put out a benchy in less than an hour. Now, is that a textured bed on that one?
It is. And it's the first textured bed that I've used that my PLA is actually sticking to. As you know, I've had issues. This one also gives you perfect layer height every time. I didn't have to do any bed leveling or anything, or like Z adjustment.
XYZ calibration, all right. XY axes are slightly skewed. Good job. They've been slightly skewed for years.
You've been slightly skewed for years, as long as I've known you. I am an issue, Eddie. Eddie hasn't seen me in like 5 years at this point. He stopped going to events because I was going to be there.
Yeah, that's what most people say.
Yep. Frickin' James.
They're like, oh, that Canadian guy's coming? I'm not going.
Oh, we're doing another color change.
So I've been seeing these things online for these tripod mounts. I'm not going to really call it a gimbal, but you put it on top of your tripod and then you mount your camera to it and it follows you. And they have them, like they advertise them for sporting events or whatever. And I've looked at them for in the garage. So as I'm walking around, the camera would automatically follow me because I can't afford a camera guy. But I was just thinking that would be really handy in here because when you stand up, it cuts off the top of my head, but the camera would, they would just follow me around.
Making some poop that's black and orange. Probably should get that checked out by a doctor for sure.
Felipe said 16 minutes on the Creality K1 Max. Just saying.
I get that joke, Eddie.
Mike said purple glue stick for the win. I tried glue stick way back when I first started printing, and then I decided that was just dumb. And then I just started printing properly, and I didn't need glue stick anymore.
I decided to just not be garbage anymore.
You know? Yeah, I just decided to not suck at 3D printing.
Do you mind holding the live stream for 2 seconds?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
And you know I'm only picking on you, Mike. Certain printers are way more finicky than others. So, Bob said, "I can't afford a camera guy. Don't you have child liberties?" Oh my God, I can't even. So Xander is he won't do anything that doesn't pertain to Xander. He's absolutely addicted to playing Red Dead, Red M roleplay Red Dead. So that's all he does. And if he has to do anything outside of that, you have to pay him. He wants money for everything. And then Zach, again, I can't stress enough how ADHD that kid is. I've actually let Zach sling the camera, and it was funny to watch afterwards, but it was all pretty much useless because he'll just squirrel all over the place. But yeah, you have to convince them that it was their idea. So, I mean, I tried to get Xander on board with doing even the editing and stuff for the videos because he likes to do editing, but nope. He just, I don't know. He doesn't want to have anything to do with the YouTubes anymore. So, I mean, he's even stopped doing his own stuff. So, he probably would have done more filming on Power Tour had Power Tour gone more normal, but being it was so stressful, we just didn't think about filming a lot of stuff. Now, he did sling the camera the whole time we were at Earth, but admittedly, I haven't even looked at the footage. So I don't know what he filmed. It was a lot of Walter walking around, I know that. Oh, that didn't go well. I wasn't paying attention because I was trying to hold the stream.
Kay and I've been watching this YouTube series called Breaking News. It's
Okay.
on basically it's a comedy show. The it's got 4 people on it at a time, and they are comedians, and they're like, it looks like a news program, and they have to read what's on the teleprompter without laughing. So they don't know what's going to be on the teleprompter ahead of time.
Okay.
So like the wife's like, "Good evening and welcome to Breaking News. I'm Huge Boner," and like so they don't know it's coming. They have to read it out loud, and then like so if they laugh, they lose a point. If anybody else laughs at them, they lose a point, and then um, there's a loser at the end that gets a penalty. But I don't know. Just thinking you'd probably enjoy it. It's pretty lowbrow.
Doesn't take much intelligence to enjoy it.
That's right. There's also a game called Game Changers, and it's a game show, and the game show is different every time, and they don't explain the instructions to you. So the only way to learn how to play it is by playing it.
Is that the one with Jimmy Carr?
No,
It's not his name, Jimmy Carr.
no, this is it's on Dropout, which was formerly College Humor.
Oh.
So they have one where it's like, okay, and question 1 is cow, and then the guy goes cow, and he goes, that is incorrect. Next person, cow, and he goes, moo. That's correct. 1 point. It's like, okay, we're making sounds. Anyways,
Oh, hey, so I want to share this with you too. Let me reach into my pocket over here and show you something.
oh no. Here, I'll switch to you being big. Oh, I know what that is.
It's a fidget spinner.
Don't say that around Steve. He doesn't like them being called fidget spinners.
It's a fidget. Oh, that's why I said that.
I ended up designing one from scratch, and I've been selling them from at work for $5 a piece.
Yeah. No, I've been carrying this since Earth. It's quite well broken in now.
Just like my heart.
It's real nice. Like, you know, like you just keep it down in your pocket and you just do it while it's in the pocket. It looks like you're playing a little pocket pool.
Which is different from where you used to play pocket pool. He got it at Earth. One of my Patreon supporters dropped off like 500 of them to give away at the table. And then I started printing them because we thought we'd never get rid of the 500, and we were almost out by the end of the first day. That was when I put the sample, the alpha firmware onto the mini, and it was cranking those out at a rate of like 1 an hour. This Benchy's got 4 minutes left on it.
I don't have 4 minutes.
Have you checked your butthole for 4 minutes? I guess we can swap me back now. I'm important. Not to be confused with impotent. Also, yes. Man, you're right though. Look at it go. Like it's so there's no good way to film it with the camera on the same table. I really needed an extra tripod.
Yeah. Super jittery.
Go, 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 go. When there's trouble, you know who to call. Look at that bridging. That's so bridge-tastic. So who else in chat's got one of these? I know Eddie's got one, and there's one other person that popped up, which I'm terrible with names, that said they had one in the box. Who was it that said they had one in the box?
I don't remember, and that was way back.
Keep on scrolling in the free world.
Was it why I read?
I don't think it was why I read, but let me scroll up here. Maybe they're still in here by the time I finish scrolling up and figuring it out. I'm so bad with names. Oh, it was why I read. You are correct.
Bonus points for me.
Nope. You're still pointless. That's totally fine, Bob. I respect your decision
What's that?
that he's staying in the anti bamboo camp because of the closed firmware and stuff.
I'm just not getting an adhesion, and I don't know if it's my Z height.
It's probably your Z height. You mangled your nozzle. You should probably get a doctor to check that out.
Yeah, there we go. I had to go to 1.18. Sorry, negative 1.18. But it feels good.
Feels good. We're on the stack. It's just finishing the stack up. Look at it go. Look, 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 look.
Yeah, the thing is, though, is on that small of an area with that speed, does it even have time to cool it?
We'll find out. Although it's looking pretty round, just like me, James Cameron. You see, I'm a fat man. Although maybe not quite as fat as the last time you saw me.
Sickness will do that for you. All right, now I think it's a little too close to the bed. Oh, that looks really nice. Holy cow, that looks beautiful. And it won't pull apart. I think I got it.
It's beautiful. Okay. So that stack does, in fact, look sufficiently cooled. Did you hear the music?
Yeah.
It plays music to let you know, hey, I'm
Can you
done
change
what I
the
was
music
doing.
that it plays? I wanted to play the Mario theme.
Bleep 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 bloop bleep bleep. Copyright infringement. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna manually adjust the focus, and then we'll see what we can get for visibility here.
Well, I know that Mitch told me don't use that nozzle, but I can't see that I'm unhappy with the outcome. And so
There.
here's a little thing. if that prints, I'm not buying another nozzle.
Okay, so there's our benchy.
That's
Our
pretty
20-minute
cool.
benchy.
20 minutes in 3 colors. Turn it so I can see the hull though. There's the little artifacting on the cab. On the cabin there.
Yep.
But
yeah, there's some uneven layer lines up here.
Yeah. But for as fast as that was going and as small as that print is,
There, look at the stack.
so it got a seam running down that stack,
It does.
which could just be a slicer setting too.
Yeah, like
'Cause you
these are
didn't, you
designed
didn't,
to be fast.
yeah, you didn't slice that, right? That was pre-sliced.
Those pre-sliced. Turned your whole benchy world upside down.
Eddie said, considering he was bouncing another benchy off it, it's pretty dang good. Yeah, I
Yep.
think the biggest hurdle is that it's small. It's a small print, and so the stuff's not really like the filament's not having time to cool.
I mean, it looks pretty good. I will say the camera makes it look worse. It actually looks better in person.
Oh no, it's phenomenal for what it is.
Like, Glenn, stop shitting on it. Okay, it did a great job. Okay, like
Listen, don't be sucking the teat of the bamboo.
Bamboo teat.
It's no
There,
Prusa.
Pruz is the best printer ever and always will be.
I'm I'm kind of glad to see that there's true competition on the market.
Yeah, it's the only way to keep companies innovating.
Well, and it sometimes puts people off their pedestal.
Well,
But that's none of my business.
settle down there, Kermit T. Frog. Well, got the printer set up, got a successful multicolor print. Not exactly what I was after, but you know, it is 3 colors and it did switch automatically. You're shutting down in the background. Well, do you want to give us the sign off for old time's sake?
uh, yeah, it's been a while. Gotta get limbered up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the point where we say thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in, because without you, these streams would be absolutely useless. It would just be James and I talking to each other, and we don't do that. Not without you guys here. We do appreciate you showing up. This was fun. It's been a while. And James and I promise we will get back around to doing these
Glenn,
on
do
a
you have
regular
anything?
basis.
Glenn, do you have anything coming up?
Just keep an eye on the garage channel, because it's definitely up and coming. It's got tremendous growth, and I can't thank everybody enough for that.
If
Even
you're not
without,
subscribed to Fun King Garage, now would be a great time to go and do that.
yeah, I haven't put content out in a little bit just because of everything going on with the Christmas lights and stuff. I mean, this is a really busy time of year for me, but even so, the growth is still there. I have a guy out of New York that was potentially wanting me to do a Fummins for him, which
Mhm.
is pretty cool. I'm like, I'm in Florida, and he's like, that's fine. New York people have money. Um, and then I helped another guy out recently with his, so that's fun. But I don't want it to just be a Fummins channel. I want other things as well. So, but yeah, right now all I have in the shoot is repairs, which kind of sucks, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Otherwise, no, absolutely nothing coming on Fun King 3D. Uh,
Fun King
Zach,
3 is kind of dead
well,
to you.
Zach still wants to take it over, but it's me having the time to get him in position to take it over.
Yeah.
So, but otherwise, no. You got anything coming up?
So I have 2 more videos filmed but not edited. So I've got the Halloween one showing the decorations and stuff we did, and I filmed the assembly of the voting machines that I built for Earth.
Nice.
So I'll be doing a tutorial on that, and I think the second part of that will be converting it into an arcade cabinet, because it's already kind of in the shape of an arcade cabinet. So And then on the retro channel, I've got some other stuff coming. I've got a couple more half videos filmed on computer restorations. And then the other solar project, which is probably going to be the spring now because it's getting cold and dark enough here that my solar panels aren't collecting as much power as would be useful right now. But yeah,
Awesome.
so yeah, I'm trying to get back to a new video every 1 to 2 weeks and then split between the two channels. So each channel should get at least one video a month. It's not as rapid as I'd like it to be, but
No, but that's a lot of work.
it
It's a lot
is.
of work. That's why I've been running a 2-week schedule with the garage channel, every other week. Just it's
Yep.
it's too hard to make the content, edit the content, and release the content while you're working a full-time job.
Yeah.
So
You gotta give yourself the time you need for it.
that's right.
No.
And you got to keep the family happy. They're always like, "Oh, we never see you." I'm like, "I know. It's intentional."
It's just better that way, okay?
Trust me, you want it like that. So, but otherwise, no, that's it. So thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll
Yeah, thanks
definitely do
everyone.
it again soon. And until next time, as always, print
Print
on.
on. Oh, I have
You
to
have
click
to
end
you
stream.
have to click the end button.